I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from the Superdome. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken in at the 11. There he goes, right side.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
Touchdown, 49ers. That's a punt return of 89 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They went 3-and-out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Book. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Book. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Book. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw his Book. That's complete to Troutman, right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Nagar's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Buying time to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On play action, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Look from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We've got a 15-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A first down throw for Book. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Book. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Nagar's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Well, they faked the handoff. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A 10th carry for Kamara. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you, all right, we will save the week one highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A solid stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course, and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Slide for the PAT. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Book now to throw on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he will find his man Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Lance looking to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Book now. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taken at about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Play action. Now it's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 58 yards. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Cunningham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. That is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of... Two there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Nagar's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And now here's a carry heading left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On 1st and 10, Book. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the shotgun, it's Book. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host